Hello, this is Anvesha Mandal from the Media and Public Relations IIM Raipur. Today we have an esteemed guest, Shri Subhadhi Bhattacharya, in charge Product Development Transformation, NPCI. Welcome, sir, to the Leadership 8th Leadership Summit by IIM Raipur.
Thanks, Anvesha.
So we will start with our first question.
Sure.
So could you walk us through your journey from being an entrepreneur to becoming the head of product at NPCI?
Yeah, sure. So when I started my startup, so that time I was with ICICI Bank. So in the ICICI Bank, we were building something in mobile payments. So very early years, it was 2012. I think that was just a time when smartphone was picking up. And that time when I was working with ICICI Bank, so we were building products which were using technology like USSD and all that, which used to support feature phone. So that was what prevailing in those era. So while doing that, smartphones picking up. So I sensed that that smartphone is going to the medium where the payments will go towards. So we, like me and one of my another who was my batchmate in my MBA college, as well as my colleague in ICICI, we came out, we together, we started a company and we built the mobile payment app, which is exactly like what GPay and PhonePe does today. It was before UPI and all that. Okay, so we built that, we scaled it to some level, and then we got an opportunity for the BillDesk. So BillDesk is one of the leading payment aggregators in the country. So they offered us to get more. So they actually acquired us. So the entire team joined them, and then we further built that product into an enterprise, because that time it was taking time to give it a retail flavor. So we converted into an enterprising solution. So we took it to very small merchants off the shelf who can enable a digital payment without going through a very elaborate payment gateway integrations. So then I was at BillDesk. We built few products there, and then I came out of BillDesk again and wanted to started something on my entrepreneurial journey again when the COVID hit. So the COVID hit, so I had to. So my plan little go haywire, and then I had to join back again to a corporate world when I got the opportunity at NPCI. So I think it was once I joined NPCI, it was a marvelous experience, because at NPCI you are at the core of fintech. So whatever is happening anywhere in this fintech world in India, so NPCI is part of it. So you come to know so much, you get a chance to interact with everyone. So we work with every bank, every fintech, the tech team, the product team, the marketing of every fintech. So we know what everyone is thinking of, what is everyone is aspiring for. We speak to merchants, we speak to end consumers. So we are at the epicenter of the fintech revolution happening in India. So it was immense opportunity, immense learning that I gathered over 4.5 years now that I am NPCI. I was part of many new product launches. I started with automated bill payment service that we built internally, an engine for that. I moved on to a product for ONDC, which is an online digital commerce. Then right now we are building something on business payments, as well as we are revamping the existing net banking platform which is there in our country. So these are two new projects I'm working on currently. So this is me from my startup base to till NPCI so far.
So moving on to the second question. How would you describe your style of leadership, and what strategies do you employ in your work that are essential for a leading product team?
Okay. See, as a leader, I always believe that my role is like an enabler. Okay. So I'm not the most knowledgeable, the most experienced. I'm no one. My responsibility is to enable my team to express themselves, to let them achieve what they're trying to achieve. So my leadership style is always like being at the back, and help them to take things forward. So I think like whenever I see like very young team members in my team, they have so many innovative ideas, they have so many energy, so new thoughts. Okay, and I don't want to tell them, okay, you should do this 1, 2, 3. I want them to come to me and say, okay, I want to do this 1, 2, 3. and this is, I see a roadblock here, or I need your support to achieve this, something like that, I will just be enabling them to achieve this one, two, and three instead of me telling them what they should do. So that has been my leadership style, to enable my team.
So really appreciate that you are motivating the new joiners in your industry to.
Absolutely. I always believe that, you guys have more ideas, more energy, more knowledge, everything much more than me. And you as a team, if I take decisions, then I'm the only one. But if there are 5 members in my team, and the 5 members are independent, the 5 members are doing things on their own, then they're 5x. Then why should I be the bottleneck? So that's always been my thought process.
Especially when you give a task, they are in a box, so they can't think outside
Absolutely,
the box.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
really
absolutely right.
appreciative.
Yeah.
So moving on to the third question.
Yes.
What are some of the significant challenges you have faced in your role at NPCI, particularly in driving innovation in a regulated environment?
Okay, so I think when initially, initial days, then I think we used to feel the constraint that, okay, that is a regulated environment, so we need to understand the regulator. We have to go for regulator approval before we do anything. Whatever we do something, it might get shot down by the regulator and all that. So I think that was my inner feeling maybe in initial days. But later I come to understand that, okay, there is a motive of why regulators are regulating something, or the way they are regulating something. So if you started understanding those regulators, and when you are designing a product, you keep those things in mind that, okay, I am building this product, and these products need to ensure these 5 things, be it anti-money laundering, be it the KYC, be it the safety security of the platforms, some those points which regulator wants to see in your product. If you understand them and then build the product, and even when you go to regulator after that, so if they see those checklists checked, I think you should not have an issue. So I think that's the initial period of understanding them. Once you understand them, you won't see it as a challenge. Actually, it gives you more comfort that now that so when regulators are regulating something, it gives a safety environment to this whole environment, to the customers, to the merchants. I think it's actually, you will see that in your benefit when you start understanding the motive of the regulator.
Thank you so much, sir. So moving on to the last question of the interview. Based on your experience, what advice would you offer to IIM Raipur students who aim to make their mark as young entrepreneurs?
Okay. See, being entrepreneur is a inner calling, I would say. Okay, and you have to come out of every kind of comfort that you might have. Okay, I will tell you my very initial experiences. So I was a techie before I did my MBA. Okay, and being a techie, you see in a AC office, write codes, come to office, write codes, go back home. No one is bothering you and all that. When you become an entrepreneur, you have to do everything, like keeping your office clean. It's from there it starts. You have to code, you have to sell. I think the selling is one of the biggest inner, I say, the inhibitions, because I'm saying otherwise what happened that you are so suppose you are working in an organization. When you go, you say that, okay, I am this XYZ from this organization. That's how you start selling it. When you're an entrepreneur, you are from nowhere, correct? So no one knows you, no one knows your organization, no one gives any damn so about what you're doing. So but in that still having that kind of perseverance, that kind of strength in yourself, that okay, even if so, get out of those innovations, getting out of any kind of comfort, and be ready to do anything and everything that you need. Being a startup is like a small baby. Okay, you are a parent of a small baby, you have to do everything that baby needs. You can have helpers to do that, but you can't be dependent on those helpers. You have to do everything. You have to have that kind of ownership on that baby. Unlike any job, a it's okay. I take a sick leave and go out with my friend to watch a movie or something. It's okay. Being an entrepreneur, you have to 24/7 take care of that baby. Okay, I think till it matures enough. So so I think I always compare that with it's with the baby, that you have to kind of bring that, kind of nurture that baby. So yeah, it needs that kind of attention, that kind of zeal, that kind of enterprising behavior, all that.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful, the insights that you share. And we are glad to interview you. We got the chance to interview you. We are looking forward to hosting you again at I Am Raipur.
It was absolutely my pleasure. I think you guys have done a tremendous, very very good job. I was telling everyone that you have done a fabulous job, and keep doing it. All the best to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks. You.